All right, legends. Now we're going to start talking about our habits, okay? We've all got them, some good, some bad. But throughout this challenge, we've started incorporating a couple of new things. Breath work, meditation, yoga. They're all practices that I stick to religiously now. But 2 years ago, I never used to do those things. I'm not sure about you guys, but I know at the end of this 21-day challenge, I'm going to continue on with some of these practices as well. I hope you are too. I just want to help guide you now through a practice that I learned a couple of years ago from one of my mentors, Jay Shetty. He showed me a way to keep new habits going. How to make sure I stick to them, basically. All right, there's a little practice that we're going to do. It's going to help trick our mindset. Trick? It's not the right word. Help teach our mindset to make sure we love what we do, why we do it, and to stick to it. Okay? Sweet. Okay, so there's just a few things that you want to think about as you start implementing a new habit. Why, where, when, who, and how. That's 6 things, okay? Why, what, when, where, who, and how. Okay? We're going to go through them now and break it up and just give you an example of my own. You can try and write these things down to help you create the power of the new habit. Okay? First off, what is the new habit? What are you going to do? What is this new thing you want to implement? Let's use an example of my own. Set my alarm for 5:30 every day and give myself time in the morning. 30 minutes to myself. 5:30 alarm. That was my new habit. What's yours? All right. The why. Why is the new habit important to you? Just like we did with the goal setting on day 2, write down, think about, why is this new habit important to you? What are you going to get out of it? Why do you see value in implementing this new habit? Write it down. My goal, my why to my goal is because I wanted to make a huge change. I wanted to give myself time in the morning to create a better start to my day. Now you've got to think about, how am I going to do this? Just depending on what your habit is, you got to think about, are you going to set an alarm to do this? Are you going to need a new pair of runners to do this? Are you going to need a pen and a paper to do your journaling? You know, there's things you got to do. If you're going for a run, for instance, are you going to have headphones in and listen to music? Are you going to listen to a podcast? Are you going to pick that the day before or when you start your run? If you're meditating, are you going to use an app? Are you going to do it yourself, find center in yourself and guide yourself, or are you going to use an app? How are you going to make sure you stick to this habit? Where and when? Where's this new habit going to take place? When am I going to do this? We've already spoke about times. We've already spoke about what you're going to use. But it's time to think about when. What time of the day? Where are you going to do it? Are you going to run the streets? Are you going to run the beach? Are you going to run in different places all the time? If it's something that you do at home, find yourself an area of your home that you can use for that. I don't know about you, but I got a little spot in the corner where I meditate and I do my yoga, and it's my little place of zen. So where are you going to do this new habit? And when are you going to do it? Are you going to give yourself a certain time of the day to do it? It's a difficult one, the when, because I try to make sure I meditate in the morning, but sometimes I find if I'm getting through my practices and the boys wake up, it's hard to find a place of zen in the middle of my lounge when my kids wake up. So sometimes my when does change, and that's okay. But if you've got a core structure there, it's going to help make sure you stick to your new habits, okay? So where and when. Write them down. Come up with a couple of alternatives as well, okay? Because we don't all like to run the same path every day. It gets a bit mundane. I don't know about you, but I've run to the beach down the road numerous times and I'm getting sick of it. So change direction. All right? Where and when. It's very important. All right, and last but not least, who am I doing it with? Are you going to be doing this new habit by yourself? Have you got a partner that's interested in what you're doing and wants to do it with you? It's always great to have someone do things alongside you. We all have gym buddies. We go to a soccer game, or we go to a footy game, or a cricket game. And we have teammates there that we train with. It's always good to have somebody to do it with. If not, get into it by yourself, okay? It's always fun, especially meditating and yoga. Sometimes you want to do that sort of stuff on your own. All depends on what your new habit is. I don't know what you guys are trying to install at the moment. It's your habit. It's your plan. Who are you doing it with? Are you doing it by yourself or with someone else? If you are doing it by yourself, I want you to make sure you tell people about your new habit. We find it harder to let other people down than we do ourselves. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a mindset thing where, oh, I'm going to set my alarm 5 minutes early tomorrow and make sure I get up and do this. But when that 5-minute alarm goes off, you're like, oh, I'll just snooze, it doesn't matter. But if you've promised your boss you'll be at work 5 minutes earlier, he's holding you accountable to that, in a way. All right? You don't want to let other people down. So we like to tell people about our new habits, tell people about our goals. We kind of want to push ourselves a little bit more then, because we're not just letting ourselves down. We found we've lied to somebody, or we've told someone we're going to do something that we don't actually do. It's harder for us to do that than it is to let ourselves down. Sounds strange, believe me, it's true. All right? So reach out, tell someone what your new habit is, and make sure you stick to it, okay? I want to see what they are. Put them in the group. Your 6 things, why, where, when, how, and who. Put them in the group. I want to share them with everyone, okay? Thanks, guys. Have fun with it, yeah? It's a new habit that you're going to stick to, and I promise you, if you do these core things right at the start, it's going to help you stick to it. It's going to give you a why. It's very important to understand your why, even if it is just for a new habit. All right? Get out there. Do your new habit daily or weekly, whatever it is. I don't know. It's up to you. Have fun with it, okay? It's got to be important to you, and you've got to enjoy it. Otherwise, you're never going to stick to it. Okay, lads? Fantastic. Have fun with that today. I know I've thrown a few videos at you, and you've seen my face plenty on your feed. If you've got any questions, just let me know. I'm here to help. Thanks, boys. Have a great day.